Hi Ruben, how are you mate? Can you hear me properly now? Hope everybody can hear me properly. I've refreshed it, so yeah, that's brilliant. Great. So like I say, which I was going to touch upon, obviously, was things that positive things that you actually can say to someone with an eating disorder. Let's say the answer is obviously quite simple. It's reassurance and obviously love are actually two of the dominating factors when it actually comes to helping someone with mental health issues. Let's say the constant voice of the eating disorder or the disordered thoughts obviously need to be counteracted and obviously rationalised. Let's say this can actually be a really, really difficult thing to do on your own, since obviously you actually believe that the voice in your head is actually telling you the truth. So I say, when someone comes along and actually tells you look healthier, you look full of life and such likes, that eating disorder voice can actually latch onto it and basically say that means you look fat and can actually cause a relapse. Ruben says, you were answering what did John say? Ruben, I was saying what John said. I couldn't get an answer from him because the chat was actually polluted and he didn't actually see it, but I'll let him know about that, mate, definitely. I'll let him know again and get him to unblock you. Don't think he didn't want to unblock you. Like I say, he just didn't see it because there was a lot of people in the chat. Hi Sandcat, nice to see you here. I hope everybody can invite their fans and such likes, and anybody want to jump in the guest queue, please do. I was just touching upon there, positive. Obviously, the last stream just before that, I touched upon things not to say to someone with an eating disorder. This time, I actually wanted to touch upon things to say to someone with an eating disorder. Number one, I would say, is a really important thing to say to somebody is, I know it's difficult, but I'm proud of you. Like I say, this is obviously really helpful to hear. Like I say, your struggles are obviously being acknowledged, and simultaneously someone is actually telling you that they see how hard you're trying and they're actually proud of the hard work that you're actually putting in. Because although obviously hanging on, sitting in the sofa and such likes and watching TV and such likes and enjoying food and things like that and enjoying a night in with your family and your friends and where food's obviously involved, like I say, someone recovering with an eating disorder, even a small bite can actually be a struggle, and it obviously helps people to understand that the struggle that you're going and that you're really, really trying, it can actually motivate someone to actually keep on in recovery as well. Sandcat says, OMG you guys, my little sister sent me a message this morning. She wants to try transitioning to veganism. Amazing, that's really, really great. See, you're making a big, big difference in the world. Like I say, if we can turn one person vegan, we're doing a great, great job. Another one as well that's really, really important to say is that you're worth more than your eating disorder. Like I say, for someone like myself, suffering with that and getting those kind of words, like I say, is often forgotten and overlooked. Mismatch made socks, what's my horoscope? I'm actually Capricorn. My birthday is this Thursday coming, and I'll be 37 this Thursday. I'm actually going to be doing a live stream on YouNow, a birthday celebration, and actually as well, it's actually my 1 year vegan anniversary on that same day, because I actually went vegan January 12th last year. So it's actually my birthday, and obviously my 1 year vegan on the same day, so it'll be a great, great day. I'll be doing a special stream, basically chatting away about a good kind of wee party, songs and such like. So before you ask, this is a Pepsi Max bottle. It's actually got Sprite in it, as Julian Ryder would say. So like I say, someone with an eating disorder, like I say, no one is an eating disorder. Like I say, the terms anorexic and obviously bulimic were obviously created and used wrongly. Like I say, hearing from someone that you're actually more than obviously your eating disorder really, really helps so much. Just catching the chat. Mismatch made socks, he says, I'm Cancer, I'm July. My wife's actually Cancer, Mismatch made socks. She's actually the 17th of July, so she's a Cancer as well. Mismatch made socks says, can you try and say Sprite like an Aussie? Sprite! Another really important one is it's okay to obviously take a rest day. That's a really thing that I think a lot of people should actually say, because someone like myself suffering with exercise athletica, let's say resting obviously seems like a really easy thing for many people to do, but for someone in recovery, they're likely still in that mindset that they obviously want to try everything and obviously do more. And you just need to obviously tell them that it's okay to obviously sit down and relax, or basically take a day off in bed, because that's really, really important in recovery. I'm actually going to do another stream talking about why you obviously shouldn't do exercise in recovery, unless it's obviously to strengthen your heart or obviously bone density and such likes. So like I say, it's just that most of us obviously forget that sometimes that we're actually being told to take a rest day can actually make the difference, and obviously feeling absolutely shattered and such likes, and obviously guilty about it. Like I say, you obviously need to challenge this and basically do that. Definitely Sandcat, AJ should definitely guest. I would love to guest her because I've always wanted to. I hope she does. Another really important one is I believe in you. Like I say, this is really a really important one. I say, if you're climbing up the hill and obviously tumbling down, and obviously you're getting into a kind of stratosphere where you're obviously thinking that you want to get back into relapse. Like I say, for the process, you need to obviously keep repeating this. People obviously believing in you, because you basically lose faith in yourself. You feel that obviously you can't do it anymore. Like I say, you feel you can't do anything. Like I say, but when someone obviously tells you that they believe in you, it obviously helps obviously for you to believe in yourself. Sometimes obviously you need a bit of strength from others obviously to gain your own obviously self-worth, because basically you feel that obviously you're not worthy and you don't deserve life and such likes, but you deserve everything. Like I say, you're a lovely person, and that number in the scale doesn't represent everything. Thanks very much, Sandcat, I really believe that. A really important one is for somebody to tell you that they're here for you and they're not going to leave you. Like I say, everyone needs to actually talk to someone sometimes, and yes, we know it's getting a bit repetitive and boring, but the same fears, the same struggles come obviously up again and again. Obviously knowing that someone is there for us actually and to listen to us, and basically just a distraction in some ways, because like I say, you need to start to distract yourself for your eating disorder, whether you enjoy things like art or basically going for a walk and such like. Obviously light walks, because you don't want to obviously be letting that eating disorder try to take over the exercise things, or basically enjoying a chat on the phone with somebody, basically enjoying a film and such like. You can sit and enjoy a film, anything which you enjoy, whether that be craft works and such like. It's about taking the eating disorder voice away and basically letting them know that they're basically being there for the person, just doing things that obviously is not focused upon food and such like. Another one is basically, how are you? Like I say, for some people this can be the most powerful thing ever, just actually asking them how they are and such like, because like I say, in recovery, having feelings that basically don't obviously surround food, like I say, don't obviously ask how they're eating and things are going obviously time. Every now and then basically ask them how they are and how they're okay, but it's far more difficult obviously just to actually, and simpler actually, to ask them how they are. Mismatch means socks. How does an eating disorder like anorexia work? Like, I would be so hungry but I could not willingly eat or limit myself. Yeah, like I say, that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like I say, you could be so hungry but you could not willingly eat, basically limit yourself. But for us, it's basically like a form of control. It's when we restrict food, it's like endorphins sent to the brain. Same with somebody that's suffering with drugs and such likes. We feel that we're more in control when we don't eat, because we don't get those hunger cues because our body is starved, our stomach is shrunk and such likes. And that's quite something that we suffer so much as an ED experience by being self-obsessed with food, exercise and how you look. No, it isn't. That's what I say. It's basically when something in your life triggers it, whether that be obviously get bullying, or for some people like myself, basically losing a loved one. There's so many things. Or basically for some people, when some people are a little bit chubby when they're younger, somebody can say a triggering thing and it basically just latches onto it. it's a genetic thing. Like I say, certain people are predisposed to eating disorders. Obviously as well, when you're suffering for things like OCD and things like the kind of perfectionism and such like, that can be a trigger as well. That you eventually don't even feel hungry because your stomach is, exactly, that's 100%, yeah. Yeah, it's not control over the food. That's what I want to touch upon. Like I say, it's your eating disorder gets to that point. It's not control of the food. It's, in some ways it is control of the food, because food becomes something you obsess on so much, something that you need to keep yourself alive, but it becomes your demon as well. So if you can imagine it, like I say, someone with a drug addiction or an alcohol addiction, basically they can abstain from those things to basically be in recovery. For us, we've got to face that demon every single day. So in some ways it's control of the food, but it's basically control of your life, if you understand this in such a way. We don't obviously want to be restricting food, but we just can't fight that voice in our head, because it's basically becoming scared of the food. So like I say, positive things you can obviously say to someone with an eating disorder is basically, I love your clothes, your eyes look alive and such likes. Like I say, everybody wants to get a compliment every now and then, but obviously saying that you look healthy and good, because this can actually make your eating disorder voice say that you look bigger. Like I say, in the ears of someone with an eating disorder in the early stages of recovery, like I say, that's really, really important not to say these words. You could obviously say that your hair looks good, like I say, your shoes look good, you're obviously very, very great at art, or you're very, very great at artistic things, or crafts and such likes, and basically just to say that you love them and that you care about them. Like I say, those are the two important words that really is really, really important in recovery. Like I say, don't let everyone forget that. Like I say, being an ally, like I say, in this fight against obviously a dark corner of someone's mind. Like I say, everyone deserves a full recovery. All in all, like I say, recovery is about basically finding yourself again, and basically you need to obviously find your way around life again with the support of obviously your family and your friends. Like I say, chances of full recovery are obviously much, much bigger if you reach out early for essential support. Like I say, eating disorders root deep inside ourselves. Like I say, it obviously takes time, tears and such much more to obviously get to recovery. Knowing that obviously your friends and your family are behind you and are by your side. Let's say reassurance and find distractions together, which I just touched upon there. Obviously remember that they're still a person, and above all, they're not their eating disorder. A fantastic person that we all are. Mismatch made socks, yes, you've been very clear and fascinated. Like I say, I've actually done a lot at Parliament and such like match made socks. I do a lot of advocacy for obviously B-eat in the UK, so I know so much about eating disorders and many aspects of them. In the next stream I will do, I'll be touching upon the kind of subjects, basically. What's the next one? I was going to kind of things obviously and how to get into intuitive eating, and obviously kind of a lot of things about exercise and recovery and the kind of associated eating disorders and such likes. Nice to see you here, staying alive. Hope you're doing well, and lovely to see you in the chat. Sandcat says, maybe that's why everyone I know who has an eating disorder is so lovely and caring. They understand how important it is for someone to obviously hear they're loved. Exactly, 100%. Not Eugenia. So for example, I would say, Eugenia, you have wonderful hair and creative style. Exactly, 100%. Like I say, I believe Eugenia has got an eating disorder, but like I say, it's like anything, your eating disorder thrives in secrecy, and she's just not willing to speak out, and I worry about her so much. Like I say, she's a lovely girl. I hate all this hate that she gets when people say to her, giving her nothing hate. You should give her love and support, and that's what it's all about. It's like Sandcat says, Eugenia is such a sweet girl. It's like mismatched socks, and male anorexia is so into it, and report it too. Yeah, that's what I was touching upon earlier. Like I say, it's because a lot of people with that stigma of eating disorders being a male illness, they don't want to speak out, and often they don't speak out until it's far too late. And with myself and others, big celebrities, like I say, with them speaking out, it can actually take this stigma away, and hopefully that's actually happening more and more and more. Mismatch Made Socks says, I think she is loving the comments on her way. It feeds her ED. Yeah, that can be a part of it as well. I say it really does in some ways. Like, your eating disorder keeps you in that mindset. She's very deep into it and mentally unwell, so it's hard for people to reach out and help her. Exactly, that's what I want to say, because right now she's probably thinking that her eating disorder is her identity, and she doesn't want to accept that because she's probably worried about the stigma surrounding it. But actually, in my opinion, if she spoke out about it with the large platform that she has, she's getting thousands and thousands and thousands of people. She could actually touch a wide audience and actually be a great advocate for eating disorder recovery. And that I would really hope that she would do that. She's so sweet and she would not hurt a fly. Exactly, she wouldn't hurt a fly. Like I say, she's a lovely girl. It's just like Anne Magic says, absolutely. So if anybody wants to jump in the guest queue, I'll be on for about another 15 minutes. I would love to guest somebody, anybody at all, want to chat away. Something I wrote about recovery, like I say, is a wee poem that I basically wrote down. Like I say, don't feel disillusioned by where you are now. Your progress is obviously good enough. It's meaningful. It's on time. Like I say, through everything, obviously may go unacknowledged. Every silent step is movement in the right direction. When it feels as though everyone is going forward, like I say, and you've basically been pulled back by your own demons of your past, remember that every moment in this journey will play its part in the greater narrative. What a beautiful story to share one day, written just by having your life. Mismatch Made Sock says, yes, she could truly help a lot of people if she would just sat down and said, yes, I have been struggling with anorexia for years, I'm getting help. Exactly. Like I say, she could touch so many people and help so many people. Thanks for inviting your fans, Try Vegan. A little thing I wrote basically when I was in the depths of my eating disorder was, I get lost in the highway of happiness, took a wrong turn in the road of regret. I found myself walking through memories then I'd been trying hard to forget. They grew out of cracks in the sidewalk, threw their way up the bricks in the walls, with thorns grown and sharp that they promised to pierce my young heart that should I fall. These memories spread endlessly towards until they were far too away to be seen. But as I bent down to study some closer, I found something nestled between. They're tucked between all the brambles, memories I'd long since forgotten, pieces of proof that my lifetime wasn't just made of things that were rotten. These flowers had slowly been growing from the moment that I had been born, but they had almost lost sight of the sunlight when I'd always remembered my thorns. And as I stumbled back onto the highway, I knew there was much more to learn, but in a world that is fearful of falling, I was glad that I made that wrong turn. And that's one thing I really think is really important. Like I say, if my struggles and anything else basically says to other people, look, what happened to me, don't let it happen to you, and it basically, my journey shows people that recovery is possible. That's what it's all about. If I can help one person, that's what it's all about. Mismatch Make Socks says she'd probably like that too, as she does care about her subs and other people, and maybe that way she could realise she does have support and love. Yeah, 100%. If Ruben or anybody wants to jump in the guest queue, I'll be love to have you guys on, chat away a bit. So if anybody, Try Vegan, Ruben, anybody at all. So like I say, if there's one thing that I may tell you, I say let it be. You are your home. Your body is your only house that you'll ever truly own. Maybe it's gone through some broken windows or even tear stains on the floors. Maybe you lock things that you wish you weren't behind its many doors. But there is wisdom on its bookshelves and a laugh to light the rooms. There's a vase upon the table where the love growing in all blooms. Dreams sit on the mantelpiece next to kindness and your trust, where you use them all so often, where no time to collect dust. So please don't look at mansions with their envy in your eyes. There's more than makes a home than its appearance or its size. Your body is your shelter, you deserve to love it all. Don't let the world stand round outside and tell you how to paint your walls. How lucky that you are that you have somewhere to protect you from the night. And if there are cracks left from your past, we'll let them just let in more light. And I really think that's a great little poem that I've wrote down. Like I say, it means the world to me. Exactly, Ruben, you can't force someone to get help 100%. Like I say, the first step to recovery is accepting you've got a problem and asking for help, because, like I say, your eating disorder basically thrives in secrecy, and that's what it's all about. It's accepting you've got a problem and asking for help, because that's part of the biggest part of eating disorder recovery. Mismatch Me Sock says she doesn't want help, that's why her subs and people who watch her are so concerned. Yeah, like I say, definitely, like I say, I worry so much about it, like I say, because I know only too well that my eating disorder nearly cost me my life, and I see her getting thinner and thinner and thinner every single time. Like I say, obviously a starved body is a starved brain, and like I say, she probably doesn't even accept that she actually has that problem. Exactly, she already has malnutrition spots on her shoulders. It's sad. I always say, a lot of people say to me that she doesn't have an eating disorder because she doesn't have the kind of bone structure in her face. But a lot of people are a lot different. That's not a sign of having an eating disorder. You can actually see in her eyes are sunken and such likes. You can see as someone with an eating disorder, you know automatically looking at someone with an eating disorder, they have an eating disorder. And I can see it only too well that she does. Exactly, she's a round face, her eyes are sunken, she cannot stand straight, let's say. Exactly, Sandcat, you can be overweight and have an eating disorder, and that's what it's all about. Obviously as well, another thing that they touch upon is they say that she seems to have a lot of energy and such like, so that means she can't have an eating disorder. But I'll tell you right now and then exactly what I can say about that. Is because I remember when I was away down at 4 stone, I was doing like 15 hours exercise a day. It's basically adrenaline kicks in, because your body uses all its natural resources, which is your heart and such like, which is muscle, and that can make you do an awful lot of exercise. And people don't understand that, because your body uses natural resources, which is your heart, your internal organs, your kidneys, your liver. And it's basically like an adrenaline. We can actually have an amazing amount of energy in recovery, and people don't understand that, because they think, oh, you can't have an awful lot of recovery, an awful lot of energy, sorry. But it basically gets to the point that basically your body just has enough, it shuts down, you have a heart attack, and that's what happens. But you can have amazing amounts of energy. Mismatch Made Sock says, no, I think she could do that for that 10-minute video, then spend the rest of the day on the couch. Well, I can assure you it probably doesn't actually seem like that. Exactly, Mismatch Made Socks. It's actually your vital vitamin nutrients, so your spots in your shoulders and arms. Eugenia has that, 100%. So does anybody want to jump in the guest queue at all? I've got 5 more minutes left. Like I say, if anybody wants to guest, I'll love to guest you, because I want to try to get chatting away to you. If anybody's got any questions, please let me know as well. Obviously as well, what I wanted to touch upon as well, I've got quite a lot going on this week. So I've got my eating disorder specialist. Obviously I haven't had her for the last 3 to 4 weeks, because she was off on leave because of the way the Christmas holidays worked with Monday and Tuesday and such likes. So I've actually got her in tomorrow Tuesday this week I've got another vigil that I'm going to with my Save Movement Scotland. We're actually going to a slaughterhouse and such likes, so I'll get a bit of vlogging done at that. And actually I've got a big announcement to actually make. Well, Save Movement Scotland has actually managed to get funds to actually bring James Aspey over from Australia. So he's actually going to be doing a vigil with us in the 21st of February. So I'll be at that one. I'll actually be getting an interview done with James Aspey. And if any of you guys would like a special message from him, let me know. And I'll get you a special message sent from him. Like I say, Jez actually asked me for a special message, so I'll be getting her to get a special message from him. So it'll be amazing to actually speak to him, because he's one of my inspirations. James is actually really, really amazing. It'll be great. He's actually over for a full month doing a lot of things in Scotland. He's going to the Earthlings experience with Go Vegan Scotland. I'll be at that one as well. So absolutely amazing. I'll really look forward to it. Yeah, it can affect your skin very so much. So I think I'll sing you off with a little song, basically touching upon, it's Love My Life by Robbie Williams. And I think this is basically touching upon what all this stream is about. Tether your soul to me, I will never let go completely. One day your hands will be strong enough to hold me. I might not be there for all your battles, but you'll win them eventually. I pray that I'm giving you all that I battles, so one day you'll say to me, I love my life, I'm powerful, I am beautiful, I am free, I love my life, I'm wonderful, I am magical, I am me, I love my life. I am not my mistakes, and God knows I've made a few. I started to question the angels and the answers they gave to us, you. I cannot promise there won't be sadness. I wish I could take it from you. But you'll find the courage to face your badness and sing it because it's true. I love my life, I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am free, I love my life, I am wonderful, I am magical, I am me, I love my life. Find us others with hearts like yours. Run far, run free. I'm with you. I love my life. And remember, guys, love all your life, because every one of you are adorable. I love you so, so much. You mean the world to me. Like I say, I can't thank you enough for all your support and love, and I send it all back to you. And if you ever need anything, you know I'm always here for you. But remember, have a great, great day. I hope you have an amazing, amazing week coming up for next week. And I hope you can catch me in my next stream. Like I say, I'll be doing a lot of more topics. And remember, as always, binge on life, purge negativity, and starve guilty feelings. Sending you all love, guys.